Traders, it has been about a week. Took the family on a vacation, but now I am back and better than ever. January was pretty much a scratch month. Obviously, I wanted to take the small account and have some good growth on the month. January, scratch. I'm still just sitting right there around $1,000. Pretty much the ebbs and flow of the market. This was us right here. Now that we're into February, have had our scratch month, we've really learned how to use CPRO. We've been sharpening our edge, eliminating random trading, taking partial profits, letting them work for us, always setting the OCO orders upon entry, so predefining the risk and sticking to it. There were a few trades looking back though in January where I could have let the leftovers work all day and it would have been bank. So that's what I'm focused on. We can take 70% off, hit quota, be good on the day, adjust our risk to our average price so we're either green or greener. We have to let winners run for us. Patience, spelled with a P-A-Y, patience pays. It's not just about being right, it's about being right and sitting tight. Those are going to be the plays that really pay off and make a difference on the account. Now, a few things I'm going to be working on. One thing is reacting more than predicting. Now, some people ask, why do I short so much? Well, after years of doing this, for the first several years, I was more long biased. In my own trading philosophy and experience, shorting is a little easier because you're reacting more than predicting. With longs, you got to kind of predict volume to come into it. With shorting, volume's already present, and you need that volume. Volume is the number one criteria in any trade. Without volume, you're not going to have a long or a short. So volume creates the opportunity. The opportunity creates the range. Range is where the money's made. That's what you want, whether on the long side or the short side. That creates the opportunity. With my main trading edge, the hangover, volume was present the day before, and so what I do is short, and that volume typically sells off, fades, profit takes the next day. We really got to let these trades come to us. You can't force your will onto the market. There were a couple days where I tried to go 65 miles per hour when the market was going 25 miles per hour. It doesn't work. You cannot force what you want onto the market. We got a few minutes till the market opens on up. I'm excited to be back in the saddle, guys. I want to know how your trading's going. There's a lot of you that are starting small account challenges right now as well, and I love helping out. So if you have any questions, need any help, drop them in the comment section below. One of the number one problems that I had in times past, and I see a lot of you have, is marrying a ticker. So I've been trying to focus on that the last week as well. Speaking on that, don't marry tickers. They're much like strippers. They are not loyal. And in fact, the quote I just put on my whiteboard, not about strippers, but you can only win when your mind is stronger than your emotions. Very important. Often what we think up here, and like I say, consistency starts up here, it manifests itself onto the screen. So if you're going into your trading day thinking you're going to be defeated, feeling defeated, you usually will be defeated. Let's manifest a winning day today. Traders, let's dive into the computer. Three, 2, 1, ding, ding, ding. Market is now open. Not married to any ticker this morning. I'm going to be flipping through the watch list and seeing what pops up towards resistance. CVS is on good earnings. That one is getting a spike. Decentish pattern there. Just sitting around VWAP, getting a morning spike right now. 62 I have left of the chart. It's a tough resistance area. I could probably hit it up there. It's closer to 62. If we pop up towards 62. A little spready. Having a little reject right now off of 61.40. I mean, $60 held up very well in pre-market. Could take a long risk in that. UPST coming up towards pre-market resistance. Had a sell-off at the start of the day. It was coming up towards that 86 level. Let's see how tough 86 is. I mean, 86 has been hit a few times. It's not bad. If we pop up towards, which it is right now, up towards 86 to 87 range, we might have a trade UPST. That one is moving points at a time. SMCI, super micro computer. I do like this short against this pre-market high up here at 44.50. 2 points off of that right now, but it's been moving up at a fairly quick rate last few days. There's a lot I'm kind of liking this morning. Yeah, SMCI, shoot. I was about to actually take SMCI. Now it's at the lows. CVS having a tough time up there at 62. 62 is tough left of the chart. INTC really snapping. Previous closes 21. Selling off quick down towards support. INTC. We could take a trade on the long side there. I'm a little hesitant, as you guys can see. All right, CVS. All right, let's get in CVS. 21.90 was my fill price. Ooh, All right. Or 61.90 was my fill price on CVS. This is the resistance range up here over 62. So let's set our OCO order. It's on good earnings, so that's the hesitancy with it. 61.90. We can give it up towards 63. All right, we'll give it up towards 63. I mean, I'm not like in love with this. This could definitely keep ripping, and it is right now. You see that it's up here towards resistance. We are seeing some upper shadows. It's just had green candle after green candle. If we look left of the chart, yeah, we're hitting this resistance zone. So we're not going to marry it. We'll stick to that one trade, which is just popping right up there right now. UPST, coming right up here as well towards resistance. UPST, let's trade UPST on the short side as well. All right, filled UPST 85.99. We got to set our stop here. That's going to be like 87 UPST. 87, which is coming up to right now. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Order filled on CVS. So we stopped out CVS and we're about to stop out UPST. So CVS went up to 63. PST, we need to hit resistance and start pulling back in, but it does not look likely at the moment. All right, so we are -2 at the moment. UPST seeing a higher, and CVS straight up passing resistance levels. Look at CVS's chart. Wow, that is straight up. Okay, I'm looking for the next trade. GDS is one. INTC is interesting on the long after that sell-off. You guys know I was talking about that. With the previous close, 2097 potentially holding up there. It's hitting resistance, though, at 2170s. UPST up through 87 now, 87.50. That one's, I mean, it's right at resistance levels. That's what's surprising there. CVS hitting this resistance now. Man, SMCI is getting that pop up right now to attempt to go do a red to green move. What is going on out here right now? That's going to be a tough red to green move to make. All right, SMCI. You're calling my name. All right. Order placed, order filled, 42.13 SMCI. We will do like a 43.20 risk. Good God, dude, this is killing me, man. What, 42.13? I just shouldn't trade today. The rust is real. What in the world? It's right up at my risk. Right up at my risk. As soon as I enter the trade, it's right there. I mean, massive, massive red to green move. As soon as I get into the trade, this thing just spikes up, taking out a bunch of stops probably. There's so much overhead resistance here. It's surprising, but yeah, it's not looking good. All right, that was quick. Moved up a point instantly as soon as I got into it. Ugh, I'm getting smoked today, traders. I'm getting absolutely smoked. INTC, I really like a short here. I'm looking at this one. It's popping right back up after that huge drop-off. Bouncing off of support, coming right back up towards resistance. Look at the resistance here. I don't know if you guys can see. I mean, amazing resistance. INTC. I gotta take the short here. All right, 100 shares, 21.69. Let's see this one just pop on up now. So I'm gonna give this to like 90. 21.95 we'll give it to. I need this one to work out, guys. I need to have a green trade. I mean, it's right up at resistance. I'll give it some room. It has popped up nearly a point off of support right back up to all this resistance up here. It should hold up as good resistance. 21.69 average. This would be 4 losers in a row if I cannot get this thing going. The open of the day is right at 21.98. That's pretty much the risk there. We want it to hit some resistance and start just going back down. This is the resistance on the daily chart, 2170s, which it should hold up. All right, we are seeing some green here. Do we just let it work itself out? Or do we just try to work our way back to the green, scalping these? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. Our one green trade, at the moment we're green. I like that upper shadow at resistance. So part of me wants to let this one just work out. A trade right now that hasn't stopped me out instantly, surprising enough. While that one's playing around, I'm going to flip around and see what else I see out there. UPST 89.47 high, it's a decent stop there. SMCI did the red to green move, the one we stopped out of there, hit resistance, and then started coming back in. I tried to take it closer to the open of the day, I think right in this range, and got stopped out up here at 43. Now it's pulling back in, so yeah, that one's a heartbreaker. Resistance did hold up there pretty well. Oh my goodness. SMCI might take it again, traders, up against 43.50. I cannot dig myself into a hole today. But man, that upper shadow up towards pre-market highs looks good as a risk target for this one to fade. That is rather painful. If we would have waited on SMCI just a little bit SMCI, if we would have waited, we would have been money on it. That just goes to show you how important entries are. That we were a matter of like a minute or two off from the perfect entry on it. I think I'm going to take a short on AIOT against 850. This is a hangover play up 2 days. I had it on my radar. I like the 850 previous closed line. I'm just going to do like 100 shares. All right, filled AIOT. 850 is going to be the stop. Normally with these, we start profit taking and fading, especially when we come back up towards people's average price. So that's a slower play. I'm going to let that do its thing. And keep flipping around. GDS popping up towards resistance. Can we take a trade here? GDS. This one was on our watch list. Left of the chart there. Yeah, 35. Right up there towards resistance. GDS is straight up. Guys, there's a lot of straight up moves right now, and I'm a little hesitant to get involved with the ones that are just moving straight up. SMCI getting a pop. But after that landslide, that could be backside now. We could start a short position there. I just imagine SMCI is going to have a hard time reclaiming the 43.50 area. Could be wrong. Been wrong about everything else thus far. See if we can dig our way out of this hole today, guys. So SMCI, that one getting a reject, 42.50. It's looking good. I don't know. Yeah, the 42.50 just got hit. SMCI, beautiful. Resistance line beautifully held up there. So I'm working 2 right now. AIOT short, 100 shares, 840. So I'm red on that currently. INTC short, 2169. A little green on that. But I will say, oftentimes when you're a mean diversion trader, meaning you're a counter trend trader, oftentimes when you get into a ticker, you are immediately red on it. And so I tried to give these a little room, but clearly not enough room, and the entry was a little off. You got to time these entries very well when you're trying to go against the trend. All right, GDS hitting resistance and trying to snap under that now. Too much of a crack. That's the problem. You can't get an entry unless you get it at the top, because then they elevator down a whole point. Look at that. A whole point they just elevator down, and there's no way to get involved with it. INTC's kind of turned into a little descending triangle against the 2170s resistance line. AIOT hitting the 850 resistance and pulling in some. More of a quiet play there. I mean, it's looking good. This 21.50 area should hold up as resistance now. The 55 right here, where it was support on that descending triangle. Let's make sure that holds up as some resistance now. We'll monitor the activity there. AIOT, that one snapped off of that 850, so we are looking good there for a continual sell-off on AIOT. That one should be able to get under $8, so looking pretty good there. That was a good short. I'm happy with that. That's been like the only good trade so far today. All right. INTC even lower. What's our average INTC? 2169. I mean, we're up pretty good on it. Gotta let these winners work for us. Let's see if 2150 is going to hold up on it. And we can look to take half off down here and scale back into it another half if it pops up, if that makes sense. Man, this is working good for us, though. I don't want to be greedy. I'm taking half off here, 2138. So we got 50 shares left at 2169. So So right now it's trying to get a little pop. What we can do though is scale into it, like short again. We took the profits down there at 38, so a little pop up here like it's getting right now, we can size back into it. Yeah, so you see it's getting a little pop right now. So what we can do, see 54? What we can do is hit it. That was the idea. Almost got it over the 50s. Did not get to hit it again though. And now she goes lower. All right, let's flip around. AIoT looking good. We're going to let that one keep selling off against that 850 risk. INTC even lower in the 20s now. Almost hit it again, man. We would have been green on the day had that have actually hit. GDS still hitting that resistance up there in the 35s and sitting kind of stagnant. That one looks pretty good. SMCI fading. CVS still holding its gains. GDS still looks pretty good up here. INTC, I'd like to hit it again. 2169 average. All right, I'm hitting it for some more up towards 50. So now my average is 57. So I'm not crazy about that average. 2157 is my average. My stop really should be my average price. I don't want to go red on INTC after being green. I really would like to see if she can start hitting some resistance here and keep selling off like she did before with that big upper shadow up towards 50 and keep being backside. Down towards the low 40s now. Let's get back in the 30s and 20s. That would be nice. See what it does up here close to our average. 2160 probably. I'd be out of it. 2160. Coming right up to our average price right now. Yeah, I don't like that. It's getting hit though. Getting somewhat of a rejection right there. Yeah, 2160s, I would really not like it to reclaim. Pulling back into the 40s. Yeah, you see the chart, 2155.6 really should hold up here as resistance. That's what we need. I'll set my stop here on it. INTC. 2165 I'll give it to on the stop. So pretty tight stop. I don't want it back up over the 60s and holding that. Need that one to hit that resistance and start kind of pulling back in some. Since I have the stop set there and we're still working AIoT, this one's heavy under VWAP. We have a 840 average, 860 stop, and we're up 20 cents on that name right now. INTC kind of looks like it's trying to hold the 2150 support, so that one may stop us out. I mean, we worked it pretty well. Yeah, here we go. See what she does up here at our stop. Yeah, there we go. Filled on the rest of INTC. I mean, I can't be upset there. We took half off at 38. Tried to hit it again. Adjusted our risk to our average. Can't be upset there. SMCI, beautiful fade. Yeah, traders, I got to give these. That was the entry right there, 42.50. I got to give these some time. It's the only reason we're starting red today. Didn't give it time. INTC popping right up at the resistance line, 2175. Major reject off of that. This is a bear flag on AIoT, which I'm involved with. I mean, it's just so light in volume. SMCI even lower. AIoT, we could kind of lean into this bear flag for this to make its move on down towards $8. Let me put an order out. 200 more shares, 821. So now we have 300 shares at 827 average price. So not great there. But we're in a bear flag. I'd like to see this one get down towards 8 and crack under that. Avoid getting back up towards like 830. 830 stop placed. 790 profit target. GDS back up towards resistance. SMCI, I want to catch the knife here. There is a knife to be caught with the previous close at 38.61. AIoT on this bottom bear flag trend line. We need it to crack under that and start to go red on the day. Open of the day is 813. Part of me wants to hit CVS up here against the highs. It would be my last trade on it. Try to get short on CVS against the highs. 64. Failed 63.82. 4 is the high. Go a stop at 64. What is it at? 64 like 15. Tight stop to see if we can hit the high here. If not, we'll be done with CVS. I have a 2 trade max loss per ticker. You guys can tell I'm a little anxious to trade. It's been been a minute. So what we need not to do is overtrade, revenge trade, sit here longer than we need to. So let's see if we can get some profit taken on CVS. This thing's been straight up. It's up 10 points from yesterday's trading day. Here are my averages currently. AIoT 300 shares at 828, and it's sitting right there at my average right now, unfortunately. CVS 40 shares at 6382. CVS pulling in. That one's being good to us. Really pulling in CVS. All right, $42. What is going on? CVS is just really pulling in here. I'm going to take half off here shortly. I want to see if she can keep panic selling. Get back under 63. Can we get green on the day, please? Looking heavy. This is good for us. It's not just about being right. It's about sitting tight, too. So we're under this previous resistance at 63.50 on CVS. That should be good for us to stay under that 63.50 area. AIoT hit some resistance at 8.30 and it's pulling in. We need that to start heading towards $8. That one's looking good for us now too. I mean, such good resistance right here, 63.40. That was such good resistance, then support. Now should be resistance again. And it is looking very heavy right now. I'm nearly break even. I don't want to trade the P&L. I want to trade the chart. So AIoT, this one still looks good, man. That still looks good to get into the teens and start pulling down towards $8. CVS, I'm just trying to give this one some time because this resistance should hold up. It might get a natural pop right here up towards it. But we want 63.40 to hold up. It's trying to get a little pop up towards it right now. We'll see what it does because it's popping up right now. Thing is that CVS is on this trend line right here. You see that trend line? It's on this trend line right now, and it has a bunch of upper shadows, so it's kind of looking heavy against it right now. It looks like it wants to come under $63 right now. Going to try to. It's trying under 63 right now. Look, there's the chart. It looks like it's cracking that level, or trying to right now, so we're still holding on to it. Fairly important what it's going to do right here. What we should do is take half off, which I'm going to do right there at 63.07. I'm not in love with doing that, but I do imagine it hitting some stops under 63 and trying to get a pop back up, so we're still working some of it, and we can hit it again similar to INTC if it does want to get a pop up towards our average 63.82. So I took half off just to try to be smart. That may or may not be smart. We'll find out. Either way, it's fine. We're not going red on this ticker at this point. Our average is this dashed blue line, 63.82. So we're either going to hit it again on a pop for a short, because now I only have 20 shares, or we'll let it ride out, or we'll stop out, break even on it. 3 different scenarios right there. Been kind of straight down from this high, 64. It's cracking under 62.48. Is it going to stay there? I'm kind of setting a mental trail on it. 63.85 the stop, buy to cover. Otherwise, 61.50. All right, let her ride. So that's the adjustment on CVS. 61.85. If it pops up there, we'll take it. AIoT, this one just sold off all the way down to 8.13. So we're sitting good there, 300 shares. I'd like that under $8. I can't believe we're green on today. What a day. What a day. The bear flag is working out, AIoT. Feel like I need to take something off here, AIoT. I'm going to take half off 8.14 AIoT. The rest I'm just going to let work out. So I'll set an adjusted stop at my average price there, which is 8.21. Thought I had a better price than that. All right, 8.21. All right, so we'll let AIoT keep working for us. And CVS, that one's coming up towards the stop. Leftover positions now for CVS and AIoT. Thankfully, the pocket pair ace hand finally working out. We're learning some lessons today. It's been a week since I was here trading. Had some dust that I should have let settle, but didn't let settle. Didn't really let the trades come to us. I just was forcing some of them. So now we have an adjusted stop on CVS, 22.85 with the remainder of the shares. This is what we're sitting at right now. AIoT, 150 shares, average price 8.21. It's sitting at 8.10 right now. CVS, leftover short position, 20 shares, 63.82 average price. And we're up over a point a share on those right now. Oh, dang it. I went to eat. Oh, no. Oh, my order on CVS was right up there in the 80s. Oh well. And AIOT, what are we sitting at? 809. All right, the open of the day on AIOT is 812. Let's set a stop on the rest of these. 815. Profit target 795. And that is placed. So we're green on the day. I would have liked to have been greener. CVS stopped me out on this pop right up here. Traders, I'm going to let AIOT play around a little bit here. Either going to be a little greener on the day, or we'll stop out for a smaller profit. CVS, aggravating. Why'd you do that during my lunch break? You love OCO orders, but you hate them at the same time, because that can happen, but we don't want to learn the wrong lessons. We stuck to our trading rules today, and speaking of which, we're going to add a new trading rule. And I'm reluctant to say this because I love trading the hangovers right at the open, but it's not working. I'm red every day at the start of the day. So here's what we're going to do going into tomorrow. New rule. I am to sit on my hands for the first 10 minutes of the day. Now, that is going to be extremely difficult for me. Whew. Let's do it for a few trading days and see if our first trades start turning green. We'll adhere to that rule here for a little while. Thursday and Friday, the next couple days, we'll see how it goes. Traders, I'm anxious to hear about how your trading has been, so let me know in the comment section below. If you have any questions, need any help, let me know, comment section, or email averydaytrading@gmail.com. Traders, we will see you tomorrow.